Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
Gotta hide, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Gotta hide, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Damn, I'm not even able to get the freaking intro out of the way before we jump straight into the action here on Shockwave episode 81, my friends. And, well, as you just saw, Ace Reeves making his way towards the ring for our opening bout here. Assaulted from behind by Max Cutter, but Ace Reeves going to give the referee the go-ahead, and well, this matchup going to get underway. Ace Reeves one-on-one with David Pope, but before I was so rudely interrupted indeed, yeah. What is up, guys? Dashing here and live we are for yet another episode of CMV, baby. We are still reeling after what an event it was in London, England, baby. Fortune, a night to remember across the board. But now we look towards unmatched in just a couple of weeks for the boys and gals of the Shockwave roster. Ace Reeves most certainly taking out his frustrations after that attack by Max Cutter on David Pope here. It was last episode of Shockwave that Hellfire took on the team of DRH and Ace Reeves. The matchup ended in a time limit draw, and so hoping to perhaps get a bit of closure here. But no DRH to save Ace Reeves from that pre-match beatdown courtesy of Max Cutter. Look at all those signs, man. They all brought the exact same signs into the arena here tonight. Ace Reeves going to drag David Pope over to the ropes. Damn, even with Pope getting that big advantage thanks to Cutter, Ace Reeves is all over him like a monkey on a cupcake here, baby. Pope finally with an elbow to the jaw, and even though we indeed are looking towards unmatched the entirety of the CMV universe, getting ready for next episode of Shockwave, my friends. The Higher Authority Invitational, as announced by Pat LaFave last week. 30 men, the entirety of the Shockwave roster will compete for a shot at the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship at Unmatched. 30 men. You could be eliminated by pin or submission. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. Entrance intervals at 60 seconds. That means every 60 seconds a new superstar will enter. It is indeed Falls Count Anywhere. And yes, the last man standing will earn the favor, as Pat LaFave said, of the Higher Authority and receive a shot at Styles Be Godly come unmatched for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. And so every single man that's competing here tonight, hoping to pick up momentum heading into the Higher Authority Invitational next week here on Shockwave. I mean, think of the opportunity for someone like David Pope, comes to mind. This young man, who obviously young in his CMV career, is a tag team competitor. Not typically do we see him in singles competition like he is here tonight, but man, a chance for him to really shatter the glass ceiling. You think of the other, you think of Max Cutter, you think of his tag team partner. You think of maybe even someone like DRH, who's been in CMV since day one, but has never had a shot at World Championship gold. This is, honestly, I don't agree with a lot of things Pat LaFave does. We all know, okay, not a fan of the Higher Authority through and through, but this is a hell of a matchup put together by Pat LaFave. I gotta appreciate it, and I cannot wait. But Ace Reeves has been busted open. I didn't see when that happened. Quickly into the pin, the gravity manipulator. But a kick out by David Pope. We've got a great show in store this evening, though, my friends. Big time main event trios action as the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Styles Be Godly, interim Intercontinental Champion Rafael Hernandez, and a returning Xander Slate take on Intercontinental Champion Anthony Martin, John Lipnick, and Troy Pult. We've also got the new World Tag Team Champions in action here tonight. Northern Lights are going to kick off their reign as they'll be going up against Top Guns. Not to mention Celestia, guys, taking on a returning Hakiko. Cannot wait to have Hakiko back in the CMV ring. We've also got a debut a little bit later on. Action-packed show this evening, my friends. David Pope thrown back into the ring. Reeves to the top. We know what might be coming next. Could it be that moonsault? Usually, corkscrew moonsault. Gets out of the way of it, this David Pope, and now some vicious punches from the full mount. Uh-oh, Pope looking to drill Ace Reeves face first into the canvas. A disgusting stop. Now attempts a moonsault of his own, but Reeves able to get out of the way. Oh, and there's a spinning head kick from Pope. Looking to beat Ace Reeves with his own maneuver, but only a 2 count. Pope, going over to the corner. Taking off that top turnbuckle, exposing the steel. What the hell is he doing here? David Pope, oh my God, what a reversal! Ace Reeves just sticking up his boot, man, and David Pope really knocked his own head off. Reeves now with some stomps to the back as he goes to the top, and could it be this time? The corkscrew moonsault on the money, baby. 1, 2, 3, Ace Reeves picking up a great win, even after the attack by Max Cutter. And that's going to stick in the craw of Hellfire, that's for damn sure. What a way to kick off this episode of Shockwave, my friends. Ace Reeves might be bloody, but victorious. Might he be the one that rises above the rest next week in the Higher Authority Invitational? Might be my pick, low-key.
Well, it was a tough win, but I got it done in the end. Perhaps the best match in CMV history. And it came from yours truly. And I'm already proving that my contract was worth it, but I'm thinking that it needs more. I think I need to prove more. So if anyone in CMV has the balls, I'm open to challenges. Until then, I've got a bottle of champagne and a big old pot of fondue waiting for me in a lovely BMW. So, if you gentlemen excuse me, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening.
Well, coming up next, my friends, we have got what is most certainly going to be a considerable mismatch in terms of size and style, but well, suffice to say, Mystery Master IV is going to have his hands full as he goes one-on-one with Yamashita here tonight, and Mystery Master IV seems to be on a mission here to avenge his newfound friend? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Remember, it was a couple weeks ago that Mystery Master IV and Jay Young finally met one-on-one after weeks of back and forth attacks and trash talk, with Jay Young victorious by countout. But it was afterwards that Jay Young actually offered Mystery Mask a handshake, which initially Mystery Mask turned down, but his sensei talking some sense into him, and Mystery Mask eventually accepted the handshake and then invited Jay Young to come to his sensei's dojo to train, sort of an olive branch, which Jay Young accepted hesitantly. And well, now it seems like maybe a bit of a budding friendship between these two, unlikely as it may seem. Last episode of Shockwave, though, that Yamashita defeated Jay Young via his own means by countout, as Mystery Master IV was in Jay Young's corner for that moral support. I noticed no Jay Young here in the corner of Mystery Mask, though, which is interesting. I guess not returning the favor. But Yamashita has been on a roll here in the new season, unbeaten thus far. And not looking to let that change here tonight. Big Yama going to enjoy quite a considerable height and weight advantage over old boy Mystery Master IV. Jay Young, though he might not be out here, I'm sure going to be watching. But he's, of course, probably busy, like every other man here on Shockwave, getting ready for the Higher Authority Invitational next week, baby. There's nothing bigger than that. A shot at the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship come unmatched. And remember, after Unmatched, we officially begin the road to Ascendance 12. To walk into Ascendance 12 as Undisputed Champion, That's everything. So here we go, Mystery Mask the fourth, Yamashita. You can't help but to feel a little bit bad for Mystery Mask, but he's going to show us that we perhaps should not. Oh, springboard forearm smash to take down the big boy. Tries for a head kick. Yamashita maybe thinking about going towards the ropes. Mystery Mask going to stop him. However, uses that large rear of his into a German suplex. And now wasting no time, putting that power advantage on display, a deadlift military press by Yamashita. To the outside he goes. Yamashita digging underneath the ring. Just pulled out a baseball bat. Hang on. Well, no. Well, all right. I guess this is no disqualifications. Either that or we have ourselves a very lenient referee. Because very blatantly, Yamashita just used that baseball bat swinging for the fences on Mystery Mask. I mean, I was not told this was no disqualifications, but again, maybe this referee is hard of seeing. I'm not sure either way. Now we're back into the ring, and Yamashita into a pinfall attempt off that elbow drop and a kick out by the International Man of Mystery. Now from the full mount, lefts and rights, bashing in the face of Mystery Mask the fourth. Look, I think we've had just about all the hardcore we can handle coming off of Fortune, and especially getting ready for this upcoming episode of Octane, guys. Oh, out of the military press, kick to the gut. Yamashita in full control here. Oh, there's Jay Young. Here comes Jay Young to the rescue of his, would-be friend, but seems like, oh, wait a minute. Jay Young's not out here to help Mystery Mask. The villain, the masochistic artist, letting it be known clearly that there will be no friendship between the two. We thought Jay Young was coming out here to help Mystery Mask the fourth, repay the favor, but evidently not. And just as quickly as Jay Young arrived, he is gone again. Yamashita, no qualms, taking full advantage of the opportunity presented to him here. Oh my God, he's going into the ring again. Now he's got a kendo stick. Oh, this is very clearly no disqualifications at this point. Perhaps Jay Young slipped the ref at 20 or something. I'm not sure. Mystery Mask the fourth now, as if he wasn't already at a disadvantage, now has to fight back after the intrusion by Jay Young. Dragon screw. I guess maybe Mystery Mask the fourth should have trusted his initial feelings towards Jay Young when he refused that handshake, but his sensei talked him out of it, pushed him towards showing respect to Jay Young, extending that olive branch, and now gonna pay for it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mystery Mask the fourth. Gotta be driven just by pure piss and vinegar at this point. Able to kick out of that devastating power bomb, but another military press. Tries for an elbow drop and able to get out of the way. I mean, is there a chance here? Mystery Mask the fourth at such a disadvantage. Gonna try to fight back though. No, give it up as he picks up that sledgehammer, realizing at this point, why the hell ain't he going for some weapons? Sledgehammer right down onto the beefy thigh of Yamashita again and again. Yama showing that thigh of his is A-OK. A stalling vertical suplex, allowing the blood to rush to the head of Mystery Mask the fourth. Seems like Yamashita wants that kendo stick again. I don't think Mystery Mask is going anywhere anytime soon. Yamashita taking his time, gets back into the ring, trying to break that kendo stick. Wait! Spin, spin, spin! Could it be a win-win-win? no trace, and might that have been the best opportunity for Mr. Ass here. He's got the sledgehammer again, this time to the ass! Right to the derriere of Yamashita! Again and again! Yamashita running into that knee to the gut, big right. Another right hook. Wait! He's Yamashita! He's yamaing up! Fighting back against Mr. Mess the Fourth! Irish whip off the ropes. Big boot! But he doesn't stop there! Leg drop! Mystery Mask the Fourth unable to handle Yamashita! Give him a taste of that sledgehammer now! But Mystery Mask the Fourth, credit where it's due, man, that he is still in this fight. Sledgehammer once more in the hands of the International Man of Mystery. He's trying to turn Yamashita's ribs. And what? Yamashita not looking impressed, but Mystery Mask the Fourth takes advantage. Throwing Yama for a little bit of a loop there momentarily. Oh, but it didn't last long. What a discus clothesline. 1, 2. But somehow, man, Mystery Mask the Fourth, look at Yamashita, he can't believe it. Falling headbutt across the chest of Mystery Mask the Fourth. Yamashita back to the outside. Oh boy, now gonna tear apart the steel steps. No sort of rush as Mr. Mask the Fourth begins to stir Yamashita back into the ring with the steel steps. Damn! Smacking the shit out that boy! But Mystery Mask very quickly off the ropes, that forearm knocking the steel steps out of the ring. Wait! Spin, spin, spin! A second time! I can't believe it. Win, win, win! 1, 2! 2.999, but Mystery Mask the Fourth does not appear to be finished. To the top rope he goes. Stalking Yamashita, waiting patiently. And Yamashita gonna hear a whisper in the wind. Quickly goes for that sledgehammer, man. That's been his lifeline in this matchup. Again. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Drops the massive Yamashita. What a matchup this has turned out to be, man. I thought it would be over after Jay Young's interference, attacking Mr. Mask the Fourth. Make it easy pickings. Not so. Now with a kendo stick of his own, Mr. Mask the Fourth. God, busting Yamashita open. Again and again. To the head of Yamashita. Breaks the kendo stick into hundreds of pieces. Boom! Thunder bomb! Mystery Mask the Fourth. No, come on! Now he's got the other kendo stick. Like I said, piss and vinegar. Possessing Mystery Mask the Fourth. Yamashita's got the kendo stick, looks to jam it right into Mystery Mask's throat, but now shatters it over the head of the International Man of Mystery. Yamashita losing a little bit too much blood perhaps, doesn't know where he is, but hang on. Oh God. Tsunami! 1, 2! You've got to be joking. You've got to be kidding me. Yamashita's not having it. Straight back to the top. Again! A tsunami washing over Mystery Mask the Fourth. And that's gotta get the job done. Holy shit, man. What a match. Yamashita continues to impress here in the new season. Meanwhile, we might have to get a shovel to scoop Mr. Mask the Fourth off the canvas, man. He just got flattened. Man, someone put that Mystery Master 4th jelly on a slice of rye bread. But the show continues, and coming up next, my friends, we got ourselves some tag team action and non-title matchup as Northern Lights look to kick off their reign. Yes, it was last episode of Shockwave. The unexpected happened. Northern Lights climbing that ladder, unhooking the vacant titles that were hanging high above the ring, and our new World Tag Team Champions. Now can they kick off their reign with a bang? It looks like we got a guest at ringside. Guys, that's Josh Wolf. That's Zero-G champion Josh Wolf appears to be parking at ringside, intent on watching this matchup. Well, Kill Your Heroes, they were a part of the Fatal 4-Way Tornado Tag Team ladder match last episode of Shockwave for the vacant World Tag Team titles, whereas Top Guns, they were not unable to qualify, and obviously Kill Your Heroes have been a thorn firmly implanted in the side of Top Guns. With Josh Wolf also taking Justice Stone's Zero-G Championship. Guys, that's Teddy Shaw. That's Teddy Shaw, old school. Well, it looks like everybody is interested in this matchup. For good reason. I mean, why wouldn't the rest of the tag team division take notice? Non-title matchup here, and for Top Guns, should they be victorious here tonight, could put themselves right at the front of the line for a shot at the World Tag Team Championship gold. Are these two teams going to be able to focus on one another, though, in a crowded ringside area? Teddy Shaw and Josh Wolf wanting front row seats for this bout. On a night, my friends, where we also see the return of Killian Red. That's still to come. Hasn't been seen since the Tag Team Cup, where, of course, he stabbed the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews in the back to join up with the returning Shay Hoxton. Not to mention Celestia Hikiko one-on-one, as well as a debut and our huge trios matchup in the main event. But right now, things getting started in this non-title bout. Sven Hammer of the Northern Lights and Justice Stone getting the party started. Hopefully, Teddy Shaw and Josh Wolf just out here to watch this matchup. Sven Hammer, meanwhile, giving Justice Stone a good look at that top turnbuckle, telling him, hey, I could if I wanted to. Showing some real restraint right there. Hammer. Is it just weird? Does it look like maybe he's getting a little bit slimmer? Maybe cutting back on the champagne like Bjorn Frost has been saying these last few weeks. Justice Stone dragged into the corner. Hammer makes the tag to Frost. Irish whip. Gonna send Stone off the ropes. Back body drop. Waiting for him on the rebound. The young Frost. The more arrogant. And less experienced of Northern Lights, but I think that's why he gels so well with Sven Hammer, the veteran. More composed. Tag made to Jacob Wells. Immediately going to go after Bjorn Frost here in the corner. Kicking the rope. Doing some damage to the left knee of Bjorn Frost. And now going to wash his face for free. That's my favorite moisturizer. I don't use any of that other bullshit. I just have Jacob Wells come and kick me in the face. Numerous punches in the side of that. Looks like Josh Wolf is just mean mugging Sven Hammer up there on the apron. Jacob Wells in control right now. Again, what a huge win this would be for Top Guns in a win. I think they really need, like I said, Kill Your Heroes. Peligro and Josh Wolf have been continually getting the better of them over the past month or so. In desperate need of a big win like this. And again, it would put them surely right at the front of the line. Remember, all of these guys, as well as the entirety of the Shockwave roster, are going to participate in the Higher Authority Invitational next episode of Shockwave. Like I was talking about when it comes to like David Pope or even DRH, much can be said about all these guys as well. who have never had an opportunity at World Championship gold, that chance to show themselves as, potentially capable of more. I'm not sure what Justice Stone is doing here. He seems to be getting in the face of Teddy Shaw. Got to stay focused on the task at hand here, man. Big back elbow by Justice Stone. Now a deadlift power bomb. Tell you what, Top Gun so far really looking to rain on the parade of Northern Lights. They have been dominating this non-title bout. Well, that might change right here. Beautiful bulldog from Brett's rope. What's Teddy Shaw? Looks to be trying to get involved. I knew it was too much to hope that Shaw and Wolf would just be content to watch this matchup. Big old drop kick from Bjorn Frost. Gonna send Justice Stone retreating out onto the apron. Frost. Oh my God, what a battle. Neither man connecting with their attempted strikes right there. Irish Whip gonna send Stone off the ropes. Drop down by Bjorn. And a single boot to the chest. That's shades of Ice Cold Savage right there, man. An ice cold kick if I've ever seen one. Pushed back as Frost. Stone able to quickly get back to his feet. Stomp to the arm. Right into the pin. Looking for a cheeky steal here. What a win it would be, but no such luck. Stone get riled up here as Frost knocked down to the outside. Have a nice trip and see you next fall. Josh Wolf not moving an inch. Stone going to use this time to plant his feet in the face of Sven Hammer. Knock him off the apron. Oh man, back in the ring. Whoa, that was a nasty right hook. Oh, what's going on here, guys? Looks like Teddy Shaw and Josh Wolf have taken notice of one another. Oh, but the referee's not having it. Before a brawl breaks out between the two, well, Josh Wolf is ejected, but so is Teddy Shaw. Teddy Shaw thought he'd be safe, but the ref is having absolutely none of it. Teddy Shaw and Josh Wolf have been ejected, and now the matchup can resume properly without any more distractions or interferences. Justice Stone, God's last gift, just the biggest Brett Angel fan who isn't. Hot tag, Clutty though made to Sven Hammer. Stone on him with a German suplex. Now some more stomps to the face. How about one of the bicep as well? Tag is made to Jacob Wells. Like I said, the entirety of the tag team division taking notice of this non-title matchup here tonight. I'll find out who's going to be first in line for a crack at Northern Lights for a shot at the World Tag Team Championship. Top Guns are going to make sure that their name is in the hat with a win here. Tag to Justice Stone. Hammer going to quickly escape to the outside, give himself a couple of seconds to catch his breath. Now the in and out game. Hammer with a right hook, another one. Choke bomb. Just a casual choke bomb from Hammer as he slowly walks his way over to the corner and makes the tag to Bjorn Frost. Off the rope, Stone goes. Launches him up into the air and a knee to the gut on the way down. Hook of the leg for a dub. Oh, Jacob Wells coming in a little bit late there, but luckily for him, Stone able to kick out on his own anyhow. Stone is looking in bad shape right about now, though. Dragged by arm and by leg towards the center of the ring. Could be looking for the sharpshooter. Justice Stone want absolutely none of that, though. Big time knee to the face. A terminating knee, you might say. You know, Quantum defeated Hayden with that maneuver way back when. At Ascendance 4. Fun fact for you. Very Quantum-esque knee there by Justice Stone. Tag is made to Jacob Wells now. Still to come this evening, my friends. We've got Celestia taking on a returning Hakiko. Very much looking forward to that. Hakiko back in CMV. We've also got a debut, my friends, as Ahmed, the Egyptian Destroyer, arrives here in CMV. He'll be taking on Kendra. One-on-one. Wait a minute, there's the sharpshooter! That devastating sharpshooter. Bjorn Frost has got Jacob Wells in big trouble here, but Justice Stone coming to the aid of his tag team partner, and Wells able to break free. Instantly a Death Valley bomb to fire back into the pin, but broken up before even a 1 count. Sven Hammer and his beer belly, should I say champagne belly, paying the price of interfering there. Dropkick sends him flying off the apron. Also got our main event trios matchup. Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Styles Be Godly Guys and Interim Intercontinental Champion Rafael Hernandez pairing up with a returning Xander Slate to take on Anthony Martin, John Lipnick, and Troy Cole. Look at Bjorn Frost. Look at his eyes. This man is possessed. Off the ropes. Suicide dive going to send Wells flying back into the barricade. Gets a well-deserved "This is awesome" chant from these fans here in attendance. Bjorn Frost snaps the leg of Wells now. Back into the ring goes Bjorn Frost and hyping himself up a little bit. He deserves to do so after a suicide dive like that. Oh, but now going to take his eyes off the prize. Get distracted by Justice Stone. That's going to give Wells the chance to get back into the ring. Creeping up from behind. A slam Frost face first off that top turnbuckle. Going to use the opportunity though to tag in Justice Stone. Former Zero-G champion, big old drop kick. Justice Stone might be looking to force Bjorn Frost to kiss the canvas. And that, no, what? 2.999, man. And these fans on their feet. Tag Team Wrestling indeed, man. Non-title matchup popping off here on Shockwave number 81. Bjorn Frost might have been able to kick out, but he is hurting right now. Oh no, and Jacob Wells looking to deliver the death blow. 1, 2, 3, and that gets the job done. Top Guns with a much needed win, a huge win here tonight. Justice Stone and Jacob Wells showing just how dangerous Top Guns are. And you know that win has to put them at the front of the line for a future crack at the World Tag Team titles. Well, it is time, my friends. Time for the return of Killian Red to CMV as he, well, obviously, I'm not the type that allows looks to, get the better of me. I don't typically like to judge a book by its cover, if you will. But as I see this Iron Patriot make his way into the ring, look, I'm not going to be the one to say anything. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Iron Patriot making his debut here tonight in CMV. And the only thing I'll say is, good luck to you, man. Truly, best of luck to you. Because he is taking on none other than the returning Killian Red, who we have not seen since the Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan, guys, where he betrayed the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews, left him in a pool of his own blood to join up with a returning Shay Hoxton, something we never thought we'd see. Certainly I never thought we'd see Shay Hoxton and Killian Red side by side. I don't know what the hell Shay Hoxton whispered in the ear of Killian Red to get him to agree to this partnership, but what a partnership it is. Oh God, and I love seeing Shay Hoxton back. Of course, through technicality, that tag team matchup that he lost did indeed bar him from ever competing in CMV again, but he's not competing here, is he? He is a manager. He even has his manager license. He showed it to me earlier tonight. But my friends, this is a whole new side of Killian Red that CMV has never seen before. We are used to the American God, the man who bleeds red, white, and blue. I'll tell you right now, that is not the same man that you are seeing right now, because this is Killian Red no longer. This is Killian Khan with his handler Shay Hoxton at his side. The complexion of CMV has just changed, my friends, with Killian Khan now on the prowl, and especially with such a dangerous man. We know Shay Hoxton to be dangerous in the ring. Outside of the ring, forget about it. Got some Iron Patriot supporters on the front row. He's gonna need that support. Well, we've also not seen the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews guy since the Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan. He's been injured at the hands of Killian Khan, and there's no exact update on when we will see Chris Andrews back at the CMV ring, but I would have to imagine he's watching right now, gritting his teeth, clenching his fists. The man he thought he could trust, his friend, his tag team partner, stabbing him in the back to join up with Shay Hoxton, of all people. Just a certain aura about this man. I literally have chills right now. I have goosebumps up and down my arms. Iron Patriot, God bless you, man. Best of luck. Here we go. Iron Patriot, Killian Khan. One-on-one. Referee gonna ring the bell. Patriot's actually a pretty big guy. Deceptively big. Well, that's not gonna stop Killian Khan from just immediately putting him down with authority. Khan. Hoisting up the Patriot, drops him chest first on the top rope. Might I just take a moment as well to compliment Shay Hoxton on his attire here. That skin-tight shirt is doing something to me, man. He looks great. We haven't seen him in quite a few months since that tag team matchup, which he lost. He's looking good. We don't talk as much as we used to, but you gotta be happy for your friends when they succeed. Great to see him back in CMV. Not so great to see what's happening to the Iron Patriot right here. He is getting absolutely mauled by Killian Khan. The Berserker gonna follow Patriot to the outside. He's just trying to give himself a little bit of breathing room, but Killian Khan not about to let that happen. Tosses the Patriot right back into the ring. You know, were this the Killian Red of old, the American God, he might have shared a brewski with the Iron Patriot, but that is Killian Red no more. Look at Patriot fighting back. Tried to go with that big springboard forearm. Look at this. Hey, Patriot able to take Khan off his feet. But as he goes for a vertical suplex, Khan shutting that shit down real quick with a punch to the gut. Drags him into the corner. Well, that might have been all the offense we're going to see from the Iron Patriot here tonight. Oh my God. Buckle bomb! They have just shattered the spine of the Iron Patriot. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Just that easy. Killian Khan dismantles the Iron Patriot. Oh my Lord, man. A message sent to that Shockwave locker room. I'll tell you what. I know earlier tonight I said Ace Reeves was my pick for the Higher Authority Invitational. Forget I said that, okay? Who can stop Killian Khan? Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, the match is over, but Shay Hoxton has just thrown the Iron Patriot back into the ring. Come on now. The match is over. I don't like seeing this. This is wholly unnecessary. You won the match. The Iron Patriot completely defenseless here. This is despicable. This is just disgusting now. Leave the poor man alone. Oh my God, Killian Khan, his hunger is not satiated. Again! The final flash, yeah. The Iron Patriot's life flashing before his eyes more like, and he's still not done. Khan still isn't done. Puts it back into the corner, not another buckle bomb. Oh, well maybe not another buckle bomb. No. Killian Khan from the High Red District. The power bomb from off the top rope. Come on, it's enough now. Enough is enough. Good God, man. We got to get someone into there, help out the Patriot real quick. Get that shovel out again. Despicable. Well, the show continues, my friends. Is up next. Hikiko is back. Well, she's in the ring and ready to go, but it looks like her intended opponent, Celestia, may be suffering some kind of injury. I'm not sure, but it looks like Celestia has found a replacement for herself. Look who it is. That's Sequence. Oh, well, that's a damn shame. I was very much looking forward to Celestia going one-on-one with Hikiko, but I mean, what are you going to do? It looks like Celestia, perhaps during training or who knows what may have transpired backstage, but suffered some sort of injury to her arm. Hey, appreciate the fact that she found a replacement. You know, she could have just come out here and forfeit the match, but at least she went and found a replacement opponent for Hikiko. Oh, I already hear all the rumors beginning to swirl that Celestia is faking it. Get out of here, man. I don't want to hear that. It looked like a legit injury to me. Why would Celestia do something like that? She was looking forward to this matchup with Hikiko here tonight. She said so on X earlier today. Some beef the two have had on social media over the last few weeks. Looking to finally settle the score in the ring here tonight. So why in the hell would Celestia willingly back out? Wouldn't make any sense to me. Hikiko is definitely going to try to make the most, even though she's been preparing for Celestia all week long. Now throwing this curveball. Sequence, who just made her debut last week with a great win against Tara and Torres. Certainly stepping up the challenge quite a bit here, taking on someone the caliber of Hikiko, who we have not seen since the end of last season. It's been a couple of months, but obviously Hikiko has been biding her time, waiting to return to the CMV ring. She's kept up in shape. Maybe it looks even better than the last time we saw her. And she obviously looked very agitated with Celestia pulling out of this matchup. That's understandable, but what are you going to do, man? What do you want to fight, an injured Celestia? Sequence? Well, they're double underhook pile driver? Oh, just the biggest Alaric fan. Or is perhaps Alaric a fan of Sequence? I'm a fan of Sequence. What a victory this would be for her. She's going to go for the pin, though? Dragging Hikiko away from the ropes. Making sure that she stays grounded now. Lining up her shot. Something big, something nasty. Tilt the world DDT spiking. Hikiko with a kick out. Hikiko dropping to the outside. This last time we saw Hikiko, she relinquished her half of the Women's Tag Team Championship. No longer wanting to be partners with Gianna. And we saw Gianna able to replace her with the massive Dawn Rose Holt. Look at Akiko's back, man. She's definitely spent these last couple of months in the CMV Performance Center, man. She's looking yoked. Sequence, I'll say, thus far, holding her own. Back into the ring. Think of Sequence, you know, she's probably just chilling backstage and catering with the kings of the kitchen. Celestia walked up to her and said, hey, you want to take my spot in this matchup? That's one of the absolute hardest hitting women in CMV history. Sequence obviously jumping at the opportunity. Damn, a slam Akiko face first off the apron. Tries for a forearm smash. Akiko, though, shuts that shit down, sends her right back into the ring. Lining up her shot is Akiko. Thinking about maybe taking to the air, but Sequence not staying down, not giving her the time. Single leg takedown. Sequence going to go to the corner, up to Brett's rope. Double axe handle. Keeping it simple, keeping it effective as she shoots the half. Forearm to the face. Only a 1 count. It'll take more than that to keep down someone like Akiko. Like I said, social media have been abuzz these last couple of weeks with Celestia and Akiko continuously trading barbs. Those Twitter fingers were supposed to turn into Twitter fists right here tonight, but obviously Celestia, who knows, she might have tried to lift up a crate of some kind, perhaps. Injured her shoulder. You know, I've done that before, working in the warehouse. Maybe she didn't have the proper posture, you know what I mean? You gotta squat. You gotta watch that back. Kick to the top of the head. Akiko starts to unload with those lethal strikes of hers. Snap vertical suplex goes to the corner, up to the top. Akiko fixing to fly. But patient is she, perched. Oh, what a drop kick, man. That might have been the greatest missile drop kick I have ever seen. Rushing down, Sequence in the corner with that forearm stop to the gut. Tries for another. Sequence, though, able to put up her boot. And just like that, the blink of an eye, Irish whip off the ropes goes Akiko, dropped down by Sequence. Tries to go low again. Akiko outruns her, though. Now they're just staring each other down. Akiko with some well-placed kicks to the back of the leg. Oh, takes her down for a Fujiwara. Fujiwara armbar is locked in. Sequence could be in a whole lot of trouble right now. Expertly escapes, though, with style, might I add. Akiko to her feet just in time. Sequence with a nice takedown. Sequence has got some serious wrestling ability. These takedowns. Akiko gonna eat that kick, responds with a right hook. Not giving Sequence the opportunity to fight back. There we go, though. Another right hook. Knife edge chop. Akiko, big knife edge. Thwarted, but Akiko able to take her down to her knees. And now some staff kicks across the chest. Bam! That last one to the back of the head gonna send Sequence dropping to the outside, but I don't think Akiko is gonna give her the opportunity to rest. Suicide dive, and Sequence steps out of the way just in the nick of time. Right back into the ring. Sequence knowing what a huge opportunity this is. Her Shockwave debut to defeat one of the best. And Akiko, tilt-a-whirl, small package! 1, 2! What a kick out by Akiko. Sequence attempting to steal it there. She's going back to the top. Sequence! What is she thinking about? Patient. Wait for Akiko to get to her feet. Crossbody! Akiko's in a lot of trouble. Now it's she who's rolling into the corner, hoping for refuge. Not going to find it, though. Sequence is on her like white on rice, my friends. Big forearm. That leaping palm strike certainly knocked Akiko. In just a moment, though, gets back to her feet. That well-placed kick to the midsection. Looks like she's trying to run to the corner. Stopped by Sequence with a German suplex. Sequence. To the top she goes yet again. Big time splash incoming. Hikiko wanted none of that. And now to get dragged into the corner of the rookie. In an instant, find yourself in the deep end. Sliced oranges, Ashley Rain style. 1, 2. But it ain't going to be enough to get the tres. Kick out by Sequence, leaving Hikiko a bit perplexed here. Hikiko taking her time now, slowing down the pace considerably as she puts Sequence right back into the corner again. This time straight to the pin, hooking both legs. What? Another kick out, Hikiko. Well, look at her eyes. She can't believe it, and neither can I. Sequence, one tough gal. Oh, now she's taking off the top turnbuckle. Oh, cheap shot right there. Hung up Hikiko to dry on the top rope. Irish whip sends her off the ropes. Not too sure what was attempted right there. Goes for a clothesline, caught. Oh no, the exposed turnbuckle! Right to the chest of Hikiko, and Sequence doesn't care how she gets the job done, just that she does indeed get the job done. Hikiko, all the fight she had left there might have been drained after getting sent sternum first into that top turnbuckle. Back to the top. Now a moonsault! And is that the final nail in the coffin? 1, 2. Digs down deep to kick out. The referee finally fixing the top turnbuckle. Too little too late as Sequence with the elevator ride. Ref, turn around. Ref. 1, 2, 3. Sequence picking up a massive dub here tonight. The matchup she wasn't even supposed to be in. All the credit to Hikiko, man. She's been training for weeks to meet Celestia one-on-one here tonight, but had a fast one pulled on her as Celestia backed out due to injury. You know, whether it's suspicious or not my place to say so. The fact of the matter is, Sequence took full advantage of this opportunity given to her here tonight. What a win. My fine feathered friends, we reach our tertiary main event here on Shockwave number 81, and it's time for a debut as we get our very first look at Ahmed, the Egyptian Destroyer. And I'll tell you what, I bumped into this guy earlier tonight. As is usual, I was enjoying my bowl of oatmeal before the show began. This guy ripped the bowl out of my hands, spit in it, and then threw it at the wall. I didn't even say anything to the guy. I'm not gonna say anything to him either, just to be clear. Ahmed signed a couple of weeks ago to CMV, spending the couple of weeks in the CMV Performance Center, and I'll tell you what, this man has a presence about him. Everybody's been avoiding him in the Performance Center. And I think that's just the way this guy likes it. Well, Tenra not going to be able to avoid him here tonight in the ring. So long as Cheddar doesn't bring a bowl of oatmeal with him to the ring, though, he might stand a chance. At least a better chance than I did. And think of this, you know, we've been talking all night long about the Higher Authority Invitational, about what a golden opportunity it is, especially for these young kids. These, you know, superstars who maybe have never had a shot at World Championship gold before. Think of Ahmed. He debuts here tonight. Next episode of Shockwave, it'll be his second matchup. He'll be fighting for an opportunity to challenge for the Undisputable Heavyweight Championship. And here is the man who drew the short straw, if you will. Best of luck to you, Tenra. Well, we've not seen in a few weeks, but I'm not necessarily going to 100% count out Tenra here. Obviously, he ain't showing no fear. He's not tucking tail. He ain't running from this challenge put before him here tonight. So here we have it, the debut of Ahmed, the Egyptian Destroyer. And will he live up to that nickname? Let's find out. Tenra, unfortunately, going to be the test subject. The referee rings the bell. Well, Tenra comes out ready to get down and dirty with that drop kick. Nice block, though, by Ahmed. Tries to waste up Tenra, able to drop down behind him, though. Takes out the back of the knee. Now, Tenra is a big guy. Deceptively so. Remember the couple years he was away from CMV, he spent in Japan honing his craft. Came back to CMV only once he was content. He can make the most of his time here. Perhaps become world champion once again. Lest we forget, a former NGW world champion. Definitely has a big fan somewhere in the crowd. Incredible! I'd say incredible describes the physique that Ahmed is in. Look at them. But the midsection, look at those abs. Jeez. Those thighs, they could squash a watermelon. They could squash Tenra's head here. Look at those biceps. Those 18-inch pythons, brother. Well, Ahmed getting a little bit fed up with Tenra playing around here at ringside. Counters. Down onto the floor goes Tenra. Coming up next in our co-main event. Got our first second round matchup in the Cyborg Invitational, my friends, as Caroline Swift will be taking on Riley Van Wilson. Not to mention our main event still to come, trios action as Styles Be Godly, Rafael Hernandez and Xander Slate take on the trio of Anthony Martin, John Lipnick, and Troy Colt. Basement dropping attempted. Ahmed able to get out of the way just in time. And now back to his feet. Tenra quick, proven to be a bit quicker than the Egyptian Destroyer. Tries for a head kick. Nice duck by Ahmed. Butterfly suplex. Into the pin. Could it be that easy? Maybe. Whoa, that was a closer call than I was expecting. Ahmed seemed a little bit upset that it wasn't so easy. Tanner, a nice drop. Doesn't even phase Ahmed. That drop kick, man, like a gnat buzzing around Ahmed's head. Just trying to swat it away. It's an annoyance more than anything. Oh, and Ahmed saying it's over. It's time to end this. Not a Tedder has anything to say about it, though. Someone really does not like. I don't know who exactly that guy is not a fan of, but there's a particular member of the CM Universe here in attendance that is very vocal about his dislike of one of these men. Oh, damn! Dropped to the outside rather unceremoniously. Back to his feet. Into the ring at the count of 2 as Tenra waiting for him in the corner. Maybe not taking the rookie as seriously as he should. Capture suplex, yeets him overhead. Tries for a kick to the midsection, but Tenra's able to reverse. Final flash knee to the jaw. That certainly caught Ahmed off guard. He's struggling now as Tenra delivers some meaty shots. Punch to the midsection. Mendo, whoa, gonna trip Tenra up. Wait a second. Camel clutch. A camel clutch has been applied, and Tenra's gonna have to tap. There was no getting out of that, man. Just like that. Ahmed, the Egyptian destroyer, with an impressive debut here tonight. Did I say that Killian Khan was my pick for the Higher Authority Invitational next week? I might have to change my pick once again. Co-main event time now here on Shockwave number 81, my friends. Before we get to our main event, that huge trios matchup, it's time for our first second round matchup in the Cyborg Invitational. And one of these two women is going to have to eat a loss. Both Caroline Swift and Riley Van Wilson successful in their first round matchups. But who is going to take to the top of the leaderboards with a win here tonight? This is going to be a highly entertaining matchup, I predict. If you like a pure wrestling, mixed martial arts type of wrestling match, that's what you're going to get right here. Both Caroline Swift and Riley Van Wilson heavily trained, mixed martial arts backgrounds. Riley Van Wilson seems to have found that fire, has been reinvigorated after the loss of her Women's World Championship at the start of the new season to Amber Reed. This Cyborg Invitational, you could say, has breathed new life into RVW. She is well and truly making the most of it. But so is newcomer Caroline Swift, really the dark horse of the entire Cyborg Invitational. Lacking the immense experience that someone like Riley Van Wilson, someone like Ashley Rain, someone like Maggie Shaw has. But I guess the real question for Caroline Swift is, can she fully focus here? What with the problems she's been having with the Absolute as of late. So is Riley Van Wilson, though. I guess these two have a A little bit of a point to bond over, if you will. Their mutual beef with the Absolute. Caroline Swift coming off that win against in the first round of the Cyborg Invitational. But she did eat a loss, courtesy of Amira Iden of the Absolute on Octane. A submission match that ended via countout. There can afford to be no distractions, though, as we head into the second round of the Cyborg Invitational. And yes, the winner here will take to the top of the leaderboards. Will be ranked number 1 with 2 wins. Side headlock. Start things off. Caroline Swift taking control as she now goes to the top rope, but just very often you're going to see someone of her ability take a risk like this. That's being a bit cheeky. Wilson grabbing her by the red hair, trying to take her all the way over to the ropes, but halted just before they arrive at their destination with some elbows to the midsection. Failed on that forearm smash, but makes up for it with a capture suplex. Obviously, Amber Young and Amira Iden of the Absolute upset that Caroline Swift decided not to join up with them, and making it clear that if you ain't with them, you're against them, as they've been making Swift's life a living hell these last couple of weeks. But Riley Van Wilson has been having her troubles with Amira Iden as well. But like I said, there are going to be no distractions. Going to be full focus in this Cyborg Invitational matchup. Remember what the winner gets, guys, at the finish line. They receive the Magnificent 8 contract. They can then cash in anytime, anywhere for a shot at the Women's World Championship. Second place receives a shot at the Rising Star Championship, while whomever is last, ranked number 8, will be fired from CMV. That's the gamble that these women are willing to make. Oliver Wilson right now trying to rip off the goddamn arm of Caroline Swift. She's quickly going to go to the corner. That forearm didn't get all of it, but enough of it to take Wilson off her feet. Caroline Swift defeated Joy Justice in the first round of the Cyborg Invitational. A former Women's World Champion, former Queen of the Ring. Now she's up against another multi-time Women's World Champion. Like I said, despite being the dark horse of the Invitational, has proven herself to be a formidable opponent. And we've seen this plenty of times from Swift. That Samoan drop with the bridge to pin. 1, 2, but a kick out by the Polish Warrior. Dropping Caroline Swift's jaw to the canvas. She thought it was over Clover 100% right there, but no. Remember who you're up against here. Riley Van Wilson, baby. Drops a knee down onto the kidney. Swift just doing all she can to keep on top of Riley Van Wilson at this point. Stop the former Women's World Champion from attempting a comeback. We know how dangerous Wilson is, man. You give her a couple of seconds, she locks in one of those submissions of hers, and you ain't getting out. Honing in on the arm of Caroline Swift, and now she's got her in a... I couldn't really tell from that angle. I think it was a Kimura. Luckily for Swift, she was able to escape before it was even fully locked in, I think. Now she goes right to the top rope. Is she actually going to jump this time? Yes, she is. Oh, maybe that's why she didn't last time. Comes back to bite her. There's Riley Van Wilson. Set up with the snapmare off the ropes. Whoa, that penalty kick we typically see RVW utilize. Well, you learn from the best, Caroline Swift. Now with Wilson hurting, tries to get her into the corner, but RVW comes back to life just in time, and in an instant, man, takes Swift down. She's got an arm, but that's going to be a rope break. Good call by the ref. Swift's foot was underneath the bottom rope. Oh, RVW is still going to go for the pin, though, and maybe the damage is enough, but no. Didn't think so. Swift, however, quickly rolls to the outside. An opportunity to catch her breath, but RVW not going to let her have it. Knee to the face. Caroline Swift wanting the fans to quiet down a bit so they can hear the sound of RVW's neck snapping off the floor. Remember, Cyborg Invitational countouts, disqualifications in effect. As Caroline Swift takes RVW down. Oh, no, don't look like she really has the full Nelson, or the full rear naked choke properly applied, which allows RVW to get out of it rather easily. Wasn't able to get her arm actually around the throat of Wilson there, which is a mistake that's going to cost her X-Plex. On the floor, guys, and RVW, I think, is going to take a count-out win here. I don't see Swift getting back up, and that's it. The 10-count awards Riley Van Wilson the win. That's 2 points for the Polish Warrior in the Cyborg Invitational. A win is a win. At least some would say. Well, she made sure Caroline Swift wasn't getting back up after that X-Plex. God damn. But Riley Van Wilson shoots to the top of the rankings as Caroline Swift going to settle near the middle. But again, the Cyborg Invitational far from over. Still plenty of opportunity for someone like Swift to make a comeback. That's what the Invitational's all about, man. It ain't over till it's over. What a tear RVW's been on, though. Whew. Friends, it is time here on Shockwave number 81 for our main event of the evening. A trios matchup as Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Styles B. Godly, along with Rafael Hernandez and Xander Slate, taking on Anthony Martin, John Lipnick, and Troy Call. A line has been drawn in the sand, and it seems like Anthony Martin has chosen his side. After weeks of seeming to, be at odds with himself, does he really want to join up with Pat LaFave and the higher authority? I mean, yes, it'll help his career. Pat LaFave offering him all these opportunities. The reason he's Intercontinental Champion, most would say, and I think justifiably, is because of Pat LaFave maybe giving him a shot at the championship when he didn't necessarily deserve it. But Anthony Martin finally said enough is enough. These opportunities not worth his soul. And so Anthony Martin has rejected the higher authority. Now, though, he may pay the price. Last episode of Shockwave, we saw Styles B. Godly and Anthony Martin go to war. What a matchup. Do yourself a favor if you didn't see it. Go back and check it out when you have the opportunity. In the end, Godley was victorious, but Martin certainly proved, I believe, beyond a shadow of a doubt, what I already knew, and I think a lot of members of the CMV universe already knew, that he is well and truly one of the best in all of CMV, despite being so young in his CMV career. But the big story here, my friends, is the return of Xander Slate. The OG dirty heel, a man consumed with vengeance after back at Climb to Fame. If you didn't see it, good for you. Don't. Do yourself a favor when Jason Spade trapped Xander Slate inside of a casket and then lit it on fire. Now, I'm not going to blame Jason Spade because that's exactly what Xander Slate was trying to do to Spade. Spade just, fought to save himself. Xander Slate spending the next month in a hospital, the intensive care unit. Multiple burns to his face, to his arms, to his torso. And all that time he spent in the ICU thinking about getting revenge on Jason Spade, who of course since then has been locked up. He was arrested, currently in a prison cell, but Xander Slate made a deal with Pat LaFave that if Slate helps the higher authority deal with their problems, namely John Lipnick and Troy Colt, then Pat LaFave would use his connections to get Spade out of jail and deliver Spade to Slate on a silver platter. And we saw Xander Slate make good on his part of the deal when he brutally attacked John Lipnick last episode of Shockwave in the parking lot with a tire iron, nearly cracked Lipnick's skull open. Makes you wonder what kind of condition Lipnick's going to be in here tonight. I imagine not too great. Might have to rely heavily on his tag team partners here. The Intercontinental Champion, Anthony Martin, the real Intercontinental Champion. If you're confused, you just saw Rafael Hernandez come out with the Intercontinental Championship. He is the interim Intercontinental Champion. Of course, Martin won the title at the end of last season, but was injured and couldn't join us the first couple of months of this new season. So, an interim champion was crowned. That champion is Rafael Hernandez, and it has been confirmed that the two of them will meet to determine the true and only Intercontinental Champion at Unmatched. But lest we forget that next week here on Shockwave, the Higher Authority Invitational, Anthony Martin, Rafael Hernandez, as well as everyone else in the Shockwave roster competing for a shot at the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Could be that Martin, if things go his way, might be pulling double duty at Unmatched. Well, for John Lipnick and Troy Colt, they at least have to be happy with the fact they finally have a little bit of help outside of themselves. Because obviously the numbers game has gotten the better of them time and again. This war that they're waging against Pat LaFave and the higher authority has not been going their way. The vast majority of the time, perhaps Martin is what's been missing. John Lipnick, who, lest we forget, in possession of the Climb to Fame contract that he, of course, can cash in anytime, anywhere he wants to for a shot at the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. But again, what condition is he at exactly coming into this matchup after what Xander Slate did to him last week? You know, Lipnick, not the kind of guy that's going to give Pat LaFave and the rest of the higher authority the satisfaction of him backing out of this matchup, backing out of this war. That's what Pat LaFave wants. Lipnick will be damned if he gives Pat LaFave what he wants. It is an unusual pairing, John Lipnick and Troy Colt, but as we've talked about numerous times over these last few weeks, it is a team that has arisen out of a common goal. to dismantle the higher authority. Doesn't matter if they don't like each other. Doesn't matter if they perhaps even hate each other. Doesn't matter if they don't necessarily trust each other 100%. They both want the same thing, and that's Pat LaFave and his higher authority out of CMV. And last but most certainly not least, a man who just can't seem to catch a break, but a man who week after week, day after day, gets back up no matter what happens to him, no matter how badly he's beaten down again and again. Troy Colt has made it clear he is Mr. No Days Off. There ain't nothing. You can take his arm. You can take a leg. He ain't backing down. He will continue to fight. Like I said, the higher authority, Pat LaFave, more often than not since the start of this new season, they've gotten the better of Troy Colt. They've gotten the better of John Lipnick. But still, Troy Colt comes running out onto that stage. Still, he prepares himself to go to war. And he will not rest until CMV is rid of the plague that is the higher authority. And Troy Colt's got to be looking at next week. Got to be looking at the higher authority invitational, licking his lips, his chance to earn that undisputable heavyweight championship shot he oh so desires, to meet Styles P. Godley in the ring and unmatched. Problem is, 29 other men, they got the same idea. So here we go, my friends, our main event trios matchup as undisputed with the heavyweight champion Styles P. Godley and Anthony Martin going to pick up where they left off last week here on Shockwave. Oh, makes a quick cheap shot to his unmatched opponent, Rafael Hernandez. Cheeky little right hook just to remind him who the real Intercontinental Champion is real quick. Martin going to make an early tag out to John Lipnick. Godley finds out next week who he will be putting his undisputed heavyweight championship on the line against come unmatched. And remember, guys, post unmatched, we officially begin the road to Ascendance 12. Walking into Ascendance 12, the show of shows, the showcase of the Immortals as undisputed heavyweight champion. That's the goal, man, for each and every single man on the Shockwave roster. What an honor to do so. They're drag Godley into the corner. Right hook delivered as he tags Anthony Martin back in. Like I said, at this point, John Lipnick and Troy Colt can't really afford to look a gift horse in the mouth, man. If Anthony Martin wants to join up with them and help them in this war they're waging against the higher authority, they ain't going to think twice about it. Tag to Rafael Hernandez. Going to get some revenge for that cheap shot earlier. Big Enzu lariat by Hernandez. Scars all over his face, his arms, his chest, his back. Remembrance of what transpired at Climb to Fame when he was trapped inside of a casket and it was lit ablaze at the hands of Jason Spade. Vander Slate has taken on an almost biblical stance. An eye for an eye is what he craves. And he's willing to do anything to get his hands on Jason Spade. There's Anthony Martin, another cheap shot, this time at Vander Slate. Vander Slate has to rip off the head of John Lipnick if he has to break the back of Troy Colt in order to get Jason Spade. That's exactly what he's going to do. Nice clotheslines from Martin, tags Lipnick right back in. No love for Troy Colt thus far. Lipnick comes in, lets out a yell, echoing throughout the entire arena. Troy Colt-esque super kick, and now, perhaps looking for the sweet embrace already. Luckily, Hernandez able to see it coming, and instead Pops off with that capture suplex. Hernandez perhaps thinking about walking over towards Anthony Martin, but staying focused on the task at hand. The legal man being John Lipnick, alpha mare water slide. Hernandez, I think he was wanting to journey to the top rope, but Xander Slate in the way and seemingly not willing to budge. Even an inch. Forearm to the back of the head off the electric chair. Lipnick in trouble and he knows it. Forearm smash. But a kick to the guy. Oh, well, able to dodge Xander Slate's punch, but not Godley's. To date, guys, John Lipnick the only man who has been able to pin and defeat Styles P. Godley. Of course, at the end of last season, Lipnick, with that climb to fame contract in his possession, could cash in anytime he wants for a shot at the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. He has got Godley's number. Look at Lipnick gonna allow the tag to be made. In comes Styles P. Godley. Lipnick immediately greeting him with a reverse STO. Big boot from Godley. Tell you what, Don Lipnick and Troy Colt, if nothing else, they've got to be... Oh, wait a minute, Godley. Send John Lipnick up and take him sky high. That ring shaking, earth-shattering, spine-buster, which Martin gonna save John Lipnick, but then eats a low blow hello right in front of the ref. And the referee ain't gonna do a goddamn thing about it. Why would he? Martin, though, sacrificing himself there, giving Lipnick this chance to fight back, and Lipnick with the final dance and the poison kiss goodnight. Reverse STO takes down the undisputed heavyweight champion, hook of the leg. 1, 2, but Slate in to make the save. Lipnick ain't happy about that. Not allowing Slate to get away unscathed. Big right hook to the man who beat him down so brutally in the parking lot last week. Trying to make the tag to Troy Colt. Godley does not allow it though. Lipnick instead! With blood force trauma, but Hernandez now makes the save. Lipnick doesn't allow him to retreat. Sarasi driver to the interim Intercontinental Champion. Forgetting perhaps who the legal man is. It's Styles B. Godley. Able to cut him off as he was going for the people's elbow. Now clobbering him. Lipnick looking to make the tag, and he does to Troy Colt. Xander Slate just ran away from Godley attempting to tag him. What is Slate doing? Troy Colt going off on Styles B. Godley here, stopping that hot tag from being made. I think Godley just jumped head first into the bottom rope. Oh, he's trying to make the tag, obviously. Now, Colt trying to put a lid on Styles B. Godley here. Easier said than done, though. Kick to the midsection, and the Troy Colt super kick. Vintage. 1, 2. Oh, my Lord, who art thou in heaven? Troy Colt, but a millisecond away, and he's not done. He ain't finished. Troy Colt. 330 slam, no, Godley spear. Troy Colt cut down an instant, and there's the tag to Xander Slate. He who is vengeance, looking to feast on the scraps. Couple of knees downstairs where the sun don't shine. Colt, though, pops back to life. Going to keep Slate at bay. Irish whip, off the ropes he goes. Nice drop kick by Colt. So fast, though. Slate to the outside. Sends Colt right back into the ring. Almost tripped up poor referee Murphy there. Spins him around for a forearm upside the head. Slate ain't looking to stick around for very long, though, as he makes the tag to Rafael Hernandez. These two, of course, one-on-one a couple of weeks ago, ended in shenanigans, as is typically the case. What with Pat LaFave naming himself special guest referee? Go figure. Hernandez won that encounter. Tag is made, though, to Anthony Martin, who walks right into that bicycle knee. The trick shot sets Martin up for you-know-what. The lowdown. And is this what we might see transpire at Unmatched? Not even able to get a 1 count, though, as Colton lickety-split to make the save. But Hernandez just straight back to the top. The lowdown again, but this time Martin able to get out of the way. Quickly, he hooks the leg. 1, 2. Hernandez nearly beating himself right there. Tags in John Lipnick. As Hernandez trying to get back to his feet, having a tough time doing so. Irish whip sends him off the ropes. Big time knee from Lipnick. And a punch to the boys downstairs. Quick punch to the jaw of Godley as well, and sends Xander Slate packing. Now his eyes on the prize. Sweet embrace. Sweet embrace is locked in. Can Godley make the save in time? He doesn't have to. Hernandez able to escape. Basement dropkick though slips up, and Lipnick right into the pin. Wow, what a rope break. At 2.5, man. Hernandez knew where he was. That's some veteran-esque instinct right there by the Intercontinental Champion. In the face, sends Lipnick over to the corner, makes the tag to Anthony Martin. Here comes Styles, Be Godly as well. Martin with a knee to the jaw of the undisputed heavyweight champion. What a matchup these two had last episode of Shockwave, man. An all-time banger. Godley gets himself out of the corner with that elbow. Sends Martin off the ropes, and there's the sleeper slam. That's it. Call your mama, but Lipnick gonna ensure this match ain't over just yet. Pissing off Styles Be Godly in the process. Gonna make Lipnick pay. Dragging him into the ring. Slamming him face first. Gets out the shotgun to Styles Be Godly. It's time to take out the trash. Troy Colt's fighting back though. Ain't no easy pickings for Styles Be Godly. Keeping him busy, allowing Martin to recover. Gets back into the ring as the Intercontinental Champion. Can he act quick enough though? Kick to the midsection. No, Godley trying to send him into the corner, but Lipnick's in the way. Couple of elbows to the gut. Anthony Martin able to free himself. He's got an opening here. Can he make the most of it? He's going to try to go to sleep. Go to sleep. 1, 2. Oh my God, Hernandez makes the save, but Martin, Superman punch. You know what comes next? Spear! The Anthony Martin spear. Hernandez in shambles right now, but Godley is the legal man. Don't forget, Godley's the legal man. Into the corner, he's set. Up on the top, oh God! No pun intended. A trio of punches knocking Martin down to the outside. And just as Lipnick recovered, Godley gonna slam him face first into the mat once again as Hernandez keeps up the attack on Martin here at ringside. Xander Slate now tagged in. Xander Slate legal for the higher authority. Anthony Martin legal for his team, able to counter that Samoan drop attempt. Spin Slate around. Maybe looking to give him a knee to the face. But Slate looks like he's able to save his skin. And now the kick caving in the skull of Anthony Martin. 1, 2. What a kick out, bloodying the face of Anthony Martin too. Lipnick is still out of it as Slate. Haven't seen him utilize this in quite a while. Last chancery! The last chancery! But I guess not enough left in the tank to keep it applied. Slate gonna blatantly allow the tag to be made. He wants John Lipnick. Well, Lipnick with a Luger landing. In comes Godley to break up the pin, though. Lipnick gonna spin him around. Sweet embrace! Sweet embrace locked in. But of course, Godley's not the legal man. Lipnick gonna take a run at Hernandez as well. Knocks him down to the outside, taking out anyone, everyone in his way. Dragging Godley all the way into the corner, but Godley continuing to fight here, giving Xander Slate all the time in the world to get back to his feet. Remember, he is the legal man, but Lipnick seems solely focused on Styles v. Godley right now. Troy Colt gonna chop to the outside. Gonna throw Xander Slate back into the ring just as Lipnick hot shot Styles v. Godley. Slate just delivered to Lipnick on a silver platter. Big slap across the face. Lipnick makes the tag to Colt. Can he finish things off once and for all here? Big super kick into the pin. 1, 2. Another close call, man. Too many close calls here. My heart can't take it much longer. Knee drop from Troy Colt. Might he try once again for the 330 slam? It looks like he's planning on taking Xander Slate for a little bit of a walk, but the OG Dirty Heel able to burst out. Kick to the midsection, maybe a power bomb, but Colt sees it coming. Some punches to the top of the head. Gets himself free. Hook to the jaw, but Slate is quicker. Clean Slate. The clean Slate. 1, 2, but Lipnick breaks up the pin and makes the save. Slate with his one eye firmly fixated on John Lipnick, but back to reality just in time to tag in Rafael Hernandez. So Colt waiting for him, gets pulled back into a European uppercut. Numerous shots to the left knee of Troy Colt, going to make it more difficult to try and hit that super kick again. Spins him around for a knee to the jaw. All Hernandez right now, but perhaps not for much longer. Troy Colt to his feet. Off Brett's rope. Whatever he was thinking about gets shut down. Look at his split by Hernandez, looking to let him know. Couple of shots to Lipnick, but Lipnick with a shot of his own, and a drop kick right to the back of the head. Can Hernandez make the tag? Troy Colt a little too busy with the fan service here. Tag made to Xander Slate. Colt gonna squash him in the corner. Punch to the midsection. Colt though, my goodness, chopping the absolute hell out of Xander Slate here. Letting that boy up with the 4th of July. Tag to the Intercontinental Champion Anthony Martin. What a matchup this has been here in our main event. These 6 guys just beating the bollocks off of each other. Rapid punch to the face by Martin. Gives Xander Slate a taste of the canvas. Goes for the legs though. Kept at bay by the OG Dirty Heel. Stiff kick to the lower back. As well as a stomp to the bicep. Slate. We're going to trap Martin in the corner, the absolute last place he wants to be here. Martin able to spring himself free. Side headlock. That blink and you miss it offense getting under the skin. Oh, Xander Slate, he can't keep up with the young boy. Off that knee into the pin. Martin, could he steal it here? No. 2.999 as Slate makes the tag to Hernandez. Martin wants this. Oh, but he didn't want that. The trick shot drops him. But Colt makes the save at the count of 1. Martin using the time to drop to the outside. A little bit of chaos. Oh! End of a heartache. Hernandez getting Martin back into the ring, and just like that, Taking his time because he knows it's over. 1, 2, 3. Another win for the higher authority. At this point, man, what can take them down? Where is the chink in the armor? Is there a chink in the armor? Or is that armor impenetrable, man? At this point, looking like that might indeed be the case.